Hi guys, welcome to GameHog's Top 5. Today we're counting down the top 5 best soundtracks in games.
At number 5, it's Pokemon. Pokemon's soundtrack is so vast that it definitely deserved a place in our list. Pokemon's themes have remained fairly consistent through every generation of the game. With every town and city you visit, you find a new melody is playing behind you. This also happens with riding bikes, surfing, and of course, battling. These tunes get into your head very easily, especially considering they loop for eternity, and having a distinctly long session in a Pokemon Center can leave you whistling the tune for weeks. Number 4, Ocarina of Time. The Legend of Zelda franchise has always prided itself on having a wonderful score and a variety of themes. Ocarina of Time was the first game in the series that built its story around music, and was filled with many original melodies as a result, featuring fun, upbeat tunes like the Forest Melody, and somber Gregorian chanting in the Song of Time. The sheer range of music in this game is simply staggering. The score has even been taken on an orchestral tour, although hopefully not featuring that weird track that sounds like Link is trying to hump you in the shower. At number 3, we've got Final Fantasy VII. This game had music at its core in a different way to The Legend of Zelda. Final Fantasy VII's soundtrack punctuates almost every moment of the game's story as it progresses, from quiet village scenes to emotionally draining losses of characters. The beautifully soft opening theme is starkly contrasted to the boss battle music and other memorable tunes, like Sephiroth's theme, The One-Winged Angel. The music from the game has been remade and remastered for varying spin-offs and movies, but the original score is enough to bring a tear to the eye of anyone who played it. At number 2, we've got Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus was a truly unique game that saw you face off against 16 building-sized creatures in a vast uninhabited landscape. You spend half your time exploring, searching for your next foe, and upon finding them, you leap into action to try and kill them. This is something that they nailed perfectly in the score, where the theme of the music matches the tone of the gameplay. Explorative sections have a minimalist, bleak feeling of pure sound design, but encountering an enemy makes the tone change to a more foreboding one, giving you the indication of what was to come. During a fight with a Colossus, the music is ever shifting depending on your progress in the battle. As you edge closer to victory, the tone becomes more positive. Different enemies feature different tracks, fitting to the environment you're in. Combine this with the emotional story, and it makes for a one-of-a-kind experience. Before we reveal the top of our list, let's take a look at some honorable mentions.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success.
Coming in at number 1, it's Austin Wintory's hauntingly beautiful score for Journey. This dynamic orchestral score syncs perfectly to the action in the game, with crescendos timed perfectly to some of the game's most epic moments, but also softer string sections for the game's more emotional sequences. Wintory wrote the score with the game's main character in mind, choosing to remove any cultural influences, instead choosing to focus on the themes and emotions of the journey itself. It makes for an especially satisfying game, one that makes the whole journey feel like, well, exactly that, a journey. An experience with highs and lows, building to a climax that punctuates the game's final moments in a truly deserved and beautiful ending. Journey's soundtrack has been so popular that a successful Kickstarter campaign saw it performed live across the US in a recent and ongoing tour. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed this top 10 list. If we didn't mention any of the games that you'd like to see in our list, let us know in the comments section. We probably neglected them. Be sure to like and subscribe for more top 10 videos.